We are in northwest London. We are at the home of cricket, Lord's Cricket Ground, for this ultimate test between South Africa and Australia. The weather forecast is excellent for the week ahead. Two excellent sides and a historic cricket ground. The fans have made their way in. It is a sellout for the first 4 days, and two form horses really. Australia have won 5 of their last 6 test matches. South Africa have won 7 on the bounce. South Africa won the toss, and under cloudy skies with the lights on, they have said, we will have a bowl first. Culmination of 2 years of hard work for these two sides. Australia, the holders, having beaten India across the river at the Oval, and South Africa in their first World Test Championship final. Great to see all the youngsters out there holding the flags. It is nervous times for all concerned. Both these sides haven't played Test match. And that's a good start. Shaun Pollock, it feels like good bowling conditions.
Yeah, now it's going into the...
Good, solid defence. He has the technique to be successful at the top of the order. He plays it late. We've just seen Kane Williamson there in the boxes. Well, the scoreboard, the old-fashioned scoreboard, says 3, so there must have been a no ball. Nice drive.
Not overhit at all. Will not get to the rope. And just the tour result, but that's leg by. So the batsman will change ends, and the score will be 9 for none, 10 for none in fact.
Chip.
Gone. Success. And the first one for South Africa. A beautiful piece of bowling, and they've got a prize in Khawaja.
And I think an excellent catch from first slip Bedingham. I think he just got distracted by the movement of second grabber. And that was a big moment. Catching in this test match is going to be a key part of the game. And an excellent one from Bedingham to start. Rabada.
That may have just hit the bottom of the bat. First boundary, and most unusual.
He'll take that.
Another one. 2 in the over. South Africa are on fire, and Rabada has removed Green just like that. 2 great slip catches in 1 over.
Now Smithy catching. Brilliant catching from the South Africans. Rabada on fire. So many South Africans getting on a plane to support their team at Lord's, and they'll be over the moon that 2 early wickets to shout about.
What a catch this is. Aiden Markram this time.
Oh! Just short maybe. It was nearly 3 for South Africa, but it's still 18 for 2.
Again, good field placing.
There's his hands. He's talked about them. Had a big break between the Champions Trophy and here. And the boundary to finish off the over. 20 for 2.
Very nicely played.
Confidently onto the front foot. He's just pushed a few for a couple of runs. This time a little bit more aggressive to find the boundary. That's the length. That's the length he needs to be at.
Stuart Broad really enjoyed that one. This Amling.
Not a lot of foot movement. Just relied on the hands there to open up the angle of the blade. It's rolling up the hill and gives enough time for the ball to be dragged back in by the skipper. 29 for 2. That's just beaten on the inside edge. That'll be the first, well, a tick over hours play here at Lords. We'll have drinks with Australia. 2 wickets down, South Africa 29 aboard.
That's 4. Yes, drifting onto the pads. Just the start Australia would have wanted straight away after the drinks break. Easy pickings here for Steve Smith.
Yeah, so strong in this area, isn't
Oh, he's got it in the gap. He couldn't have split the field better.
But he almost looked like he was going to bail out in it because he was so conscious of leg slip. It was almost looked like a...
Edge not carrying.
That's what we touch on, and that's the reason why when it's going down the slope, you have to try and get your second slip and gut. When you come into play at Lords, there's a lot of spectators and show public who say to you, come on, what effect does the slope have? Like, explain.
Oh, nicely played. It's in the gap as well and into the boundary. First real expansive shot from Steve Smith.
Yeah, 41 for 2 after 16. It's the hands of Steve Smith, as unconventional as we think he looks.
Good shout. No shot offered.
Yeah, this is one that's nipped up the slope, Ravi. As a batter bat him from the...
He's taking evasive action, so he'll get 4. Leg byes will be signalled.
Now, we saw earlier on in the day, Labuschagne played a...
Oh, he's got him. The finger's gone up. There you go. It's South Africa getting their number 3. And Labuschagne shaking his head.
Yeah, this is brilliant from Jansen. I was maybe asking him to come over the wicket, but it's the length that he hits on the angle. Labuschagne thinks it's coming back towards me. I have to play at it. Maybe it nicks down the slope. The length is good. It's full enough. It's around the top of the stumps.
To Steve Smith, and got to say, we're joined also by A.B. de Villiers. What a great honour it is. He's got that one, Travis Head. You give him 2 opportunities, he'll get one of them. He is underway, and the Aussies like the sight of Travis Head on this mode. It's 53. How did he get that there? That is Travis Head. That was Mulder stands mid-pitch with his hands on his hips thinking, how did you get that ball there? It's angling in towards off stump. 58 for 3. Smith goes for that. Gives it absolutely everything, and a couple of boundaries late here in this session for Australia.
Yeah, you said it, Smithy, a little counter punch from Head and Smith. The thing that happens with Labuschagne at the crease is that you can bowl.
A long way across the stumps there. Chris Gaffney has a quick glance at it, but South Africa might want to have a talk about this, but I have to do it quickly.
The thing about Steve Smith, he does get so far across, it always makes you think you need to go for the referral. Around the wicket, South Africa do it. Is there too much angle on this from Jansen?
Little touches there down the leg side. What a catch! The rain has taken an absolute screamer, and South Africa are jubilant because they have owned this first morning's play, and they have caught brilliantly.
Well, South Africa, look at Carl Verreynne, so happy. What a moment.
Clip. Go up the hill. The fielder should cut it off. In the other direction, that would have been a boundary. Now he's gone a long way across as he does. There's been one review that was umpire's call that was clipping both on high and low. Now that's closer. That is closer. Still not out. Marco Jansen much more interested in that one. Is Temba Bavuma? He is. been one review that...
Down the slope. But the hard thing's psychological, but if you buy into the fact...
Now that's more interested in that one. He is.
Wrist of that. Head off. Impact is umpire. Stand by.
Doesn't really move his front foot into...
Wickets. Smith and everyone else. Second guessing themselves. Look at that.
Right on the soft spot on the knee, and he's
deliberate ball to move back. Huge amount of appeal from the South.
The thing I am missing is you two cannibalising. If you do or don't like Test cricket.
He's inside edge of the ball.
that last delivery, he never moved. And that follow-up delivery a bit fuller.
Lease, it just somehow... He's coughing a good working over here.
Almost just putting you back there in the hope. Really tight on that offside.
Himself back on strike at the moment. For those that
running really hard, but the one thing that he did, predominantly the one that goes away, the one slope.
Extra width there, and Bo Webster doesn't
want to actually feel that it's a little bit different. I don't want it to feel like it's tough at both.
As he scores runs at his
stage. And it's not as this generation has seen.
Smith picks up the single.
And it was overcast at that stage.
Thought it better to let it go. But hard, he found it while bowling to Smith.
104 for 4. I think one of the things that
would be so successful it's as a batter. Counted anyway if it had been caught.
Well, that's the last would have been on the pads.
It's very interesting.
And he's come out to hit it. And Giddy, you're right, Mel, he needs to get his foot.
Plate the second, they'll settle for.
So Rabada, Smith not getting out.
In there, and you just keep churning runs out. Wicket. Oh, shoulder.
Yeah, Mike.
Not too sure if everyone heard that. It into 2 because Bo Webster with his pulls it down the ground.
If you're struggling on the front foot, Giddy just misses his length. We need one.
Time.
That you just don't want to see when you're out in the field.
Yes. Wondering when we would see. A forceful shot from the.
This little cover drive, and he almost knew the bowler was.
It's been a highlight of the day. Into position. Couple
that he's faced, like 4 aggressive.
First over. Australia moved to.
I don't think they get a wicket in that hour.
To Webster for a sustained period of time.
A couple of noises involved there. Little error any day of the week, and any can.
Barda and Ngidi hasn't.
Yeah, Ngidi's been he's tried to ball that in swinger and just not
Detected that it's come.
Bat hides behind his.
Clearly, batters just.
The reviews have not been the best part of it because he has a big stride forward. 133 for.
He likes it.
said that they'd be disappointed with that. Oh, we could have them 6 down for under.
Singles. They've got deep set field.
Much test cricket. We're going to try and squeeze you, bring everyone up.
Go, David!
Might find that he falls over just a little bit.
We've seen that in the last hour.
Yep, and you get exposed.
Just about the plan, actually. Just maybe shaped a touch and no.
That's why Bavuma is. Moment, South Africa. Wait. 142 for.
Cricket coming in, and that's more from a skills perspective and want to go through the motions.
Come. Raj. Obviously, again, the slow help.
Webster will be loving that.
Myself to go one. I mean, I know he didn't start great. Kind of guaranteed it's going to turn.
For view, but I cannot see that many overs.
Yeah, and it was that balancing act as it got out of him. Strike bowler, your front line bowler.
Oh, Carmen reaction.
The ends for the other bowlers. The ball is just, and another good example of brilliant. Didn't get it at the first grab, didn't at the second. Means to Temba Bavuma. Yeah.
No balls. Really is a trip through the offside, and that was trampling.
Looks like he settled himself down, played some. He's having a real impact here.
Have a look at that catch again. Another no ball, as Ian Smith said.
Oh, bonus runs for Webster.
Once again, it's the delivery that's coming from Slav into an awkward position here.
Entice. Yeah.
Oh, would it? That was terrible of no ball bowlers.
Fighting.
157 for 5, Pollock. Oh, that's. Gaffney got that exactly right.
The South Africans, maybe when it hits the glove, it doesn't make. It was the soft.
The strength of being so tall and having.
Very important innings this from Smithy. What do you reckon? The ball
Early on in his innings, you want.
Lost 25 minutes.
and it's a flashing blade from.
So strong through the in plays.
It's a beautiful.
160 odd for 5.
Picked up length quickly.
Short ball. Big.
No matter what the situation, he'll be.
Cricket coming in here.
They need to go and sit down for that 20 minutes at tea.
For South Africa. Rabat.
Oh, leaking a bit of width.
He is outstanding.
Second in Test match cricket. So here's Jansen.
The ball away, trying to bring that out soft hands. It always feels like a...
Let's go to Nasser now. He's got something
like that. What are you trying to do?
As well, your eyes drop.
Just looking at the amount of overs still left.
Was left. Well, it's turning out to be a pace increases. The
on the front foot has been poor in the attack. The bouncer becomes quite difficult.
Yep.
Six.
Oh!
I wouldn't mind Maharaj. Maharaj load.
Like Alex Carey won't want him.
Oh!
After 50 to 22. So good hand. Injuries too in that session of players. The South Africa, especially Maharaj's performance.
In world cricket.
Don't bowl.
We haven't even seen 10 deliveries. There's one or two good ones from Walker Jansen. Flash. Strong position.
His way through it though, did Bo Webster. Before.
These for Australia. Couple of boundaries now. In dark. Australia only have 202.
On song, also on song. Passes Alan Donald.
And the South Africans, and he's showing what a king. The bat at it didn't move. Rather than trying to play with Verdu another. He was the man who was set. He goes for 10.
They're very quickly.
Got him in front, but he's gone. What? It's more about the length. Spin through the air. Crashes it. South Africans would have been a little bit disworked because they picked up.
Toe of the bat, couldn't quite find the middle. Clean striker of the ball. And a Rabada, it's the second time on this honours board. He wraps up the Australia in. Will be wrapped.
Big length delivery again, top of the stump. All of a sudden, 212 all out. Brilliant bowling performance on the outside.
South Africa to bat. We've seen the ball. The batting cards.